Oh, there we go. Microphone's on. Sorry. Started a little bit late. Good morning, everybody. I got my July 4th Independence Day for the USA shirt on today since we're so close to the weekend. And it is now July. Oh, turn that down. Man, I'm a mess this morning. All right. We have a lot of things happening today. So some stocks are up, some stocks are down. It is a wild ride out there. I've got one port that's down in shares and one port that's up, and it's crazy. And then now as I see, some things are curving over here. So I've got some people like reacting to my my title. I think. Do you even orb? I wanted to put bro, but it's like, do you even orb, bro? That kind of thing. But I was like, yeah, I'll leave the bro part out. Anyway, hello. Great shirt, thank you. Thank you. It's actually a full like eagle going on. Yeah, then the back's got fireworks. It's fun. Actually, I have a hat too. I have a whole like wicker cowboy USA flag hat with some stars and stuff on it. It's in the truck. I put it in my dashboard. Anyway, it's a fun time. I wish we could do more fireworks this year. It is bad. Usually, we're not supposed to do fireworks in the city limits of the Springs. Let's see the hat. I'll bring the hat out a little bit later. All right, let's get to some stuff first. But I'll go run to the garage and grab it in a bit. I know I should have had on a start, but I was already late. So. So fires are everywhere around here, and it's bad. There's a little town, hamlet, just south of us that's pretty much gone. Burned through last night down by Beulah, Colorado. It's crispy. It's everywhere. There's a few fires that started by lightning. There's a few that started by humans. There's one off of a main road down south of a army base, not far from here. It is crazy. We didn't have any snow this year, so. Oh wow, 45 minutes from you. Yeah, it's not far. Yeah, there's a few that are still far from the city. The hills have more opportunity for the fire, than the flat areas. But once things start catching and moving, we had wind too. It's gone now, but our wind here was between like 50 and 80 miles an hour, which of course doesn't help anything. So that really pushed the fires. So it's one of those things. We knew it was coming. We knew. Once winter wasn't dropping any snow, we knew things were not going to be pretty this year. So, one thing I've got going, I like the charts for BBAI. I've got a chunk of shares for them. Yeah, Meta ran crazy this morning. That's what I was saying. There's some stocks that are up like crazy and some that are down. It's very strange. For plans to launch a cloud business. Interesting. All right. Yeah, look at that. That's crazy. 564. It's 620. Yeah. Yeah, some of these, I was looking at my watch list before getting on here to see if, if we want to play anything while we're live, but, everything ran right away or dropped, and things aren't really doing much at the moment. Why is this not going away? Go away. So we'll see if you can find something out there we could play with that isn't already high. But yeah. Why am I internet slow today? There's an ad for you. There you go. Alrighty. Tesla's looking a little iffy. Might want to try that 50 again. Yeah, I saw gold run in too. I was like, holy cow. And then oil wasn't doing much, which is kind of funny. Usually they run inverse, but oil wasn't really doing... Yeah. Oil didn't do much. To have it run. I mean, oil's down, like, 1 minute. Hey, it's down as we expected, but not like... Oh, okay. Let's see if this was yesterday. 106, 104. Yeah, that's not like significant enough to have gold take off. That's interesting. So that means there's some fear with currency value, economy, where gold's getting more valuable than the dollar kind of deal. So it's kind of swapping around. Usually it's a short-lived run, unless things are long-term bad. But anyway, yeah, so BBAI is one I like. Let's see, I was in the daily charts. I believe it was a daily. Yeah. So this pink line in the box was obviously from something else. I think it was my target, and it actually hit earlier in June. Then it ran back down, but this low was down here near all these support levels, and so I kind of took it as a double bottom-ish. Though it's not technically, it should have been down here for double bottom, which it could easily get there, you know, this week, next week. So I might be really early in this. We definitely need some push from other sources to really get this guy flowing. But I like the RSI is kind of turned up; it's low. I liked the CCI also the same, and MACD is just about to start curling up. So, you know, that's kind of why I want to get in. I might be early. I might take, you know, a negative for a little while. I'll stop loss at the 340 and then re-enter lower if it does drop that far. But yeah, I like BBAI for at least at the charts. The technicals kind of look pretty good. So we'll see if it can get back up to, you know, from, I think I got in at, what did I get in at? Where is it? Here it is. Yeah, 370 is where my average is right now. So I'm barely holding on at the moment. And so if it, you know, if it drops down to 350, 340, somewhere in there, I'll probably close it all and then I'll wait to re-enter or at least DCA some out. I've got a pretty significant amount of shares. So there's no point in holding, you know, with margin now that the rule's gone, there's no point in holding negatives. You know, pull some out and then try to DCA back in a little bit lower and not instead of holding a whole bag of red. So that's my take on it, BBAI. I'm targeting at least 450 somewhere in there. That's my hope. So we'll see if it can get there. If not, you know, 450, then, you know, we'll go higher. If it hits this and looks decent, then I'll hold for longer. I mean, price targets out there for the, you know, for the firms and news out there, they're saying $5, $6, but it needs a lot of help. So we'll see. It's not like it's a bad company. It just needs something to push it. But that, you know, these days acquisitions and partnerships are happening all the time. So to me, it won't take much to really push this thing back up into the $5 and $6 range. Just needs that extra little bit of oomph. So anyway, let's see what else is out there that's going on. We still have a lot of red going on. We have H-shaped charts out there, which is generally a bearish chart. Amazon's looking interesting. Amazon. And of course, Meta is going to be nuts. But I'm not going to chase that, unfortunately. Oh. Unemployment rate coming out tomorrow morning pre-market. Lovely. Non-farm payroll. Looks like it's going to be down. Lovely. Pricing in that already, I'm sure. And today, I guess there was some Fed data today that came out that wasn't wonderful. All right, let's orb on Amazon. Let's orb on Amazon. Do you even orb, bro? Do you even orb, bro? All right, so we set up for orb. Opening range breakout, 15-minute time frame. Grab your horizontal ray. Find your first candle that has closed within the first 15 minutes, which is this one. The wick is I think it's a bald candle. Let's just put it right here. And down here. Just we'll see if we see a wick when it goes smaller. Oh, yesterday. Oh, I screwed that up. I grabbed the orb line by accident. Oopsies. Ugh. I have to use the keyboard. I can't grab the... There we go. Oh, there's a little bit of a wick. Whatever. It's good enough. It's good enough. Okay. Oh, by the way, I figured out that's stupid... when you change time frames and it flies you like 3 days, earlier. Yeah, it's just in settings, then more settings, and then turn that off. Save chart left position. Yeah, that's it. All this time I'm like scrolling back and back and back. Yeah, that should do it. All right, so Amazon, we have a breakout above the orb line. We have this first confirmation candle right here. That's ugly, but whatever. And now we're kind of running above, so we're a tad late. Like, I need to be more on time with this, y'all, because here's 8:35 candle. If I was here right on 8:30, we would have been able to try to get into this. So we're going to be a tad late coming in. I do wonder if it's going to run up and then kind of come back down to test anyway, just because the market's not super bullish right now. So I'm wondering if it's going to do this little bit and wait for the 50 to kind of catch up. But that's what you would do if this was earlier, back at 8:30 or 8:30 my time. Sorry, Mountain Time. Then yeah, you would wait for that first confirmation candle. Why is it confirmation candle? Why can't I say that word today? It's because the wick, the candle, is all above the orb line. Let me turn off this to show you a bit more clearly. So there's no wick here. It's not attached or being broken by the line. This one is. It's a full candle above on the 5-minute. That's a free floating candle. So that'll be your confirmation candle that it's opening above the line. So here you go. So either it's going to come down and retest and bounce, fail, or we're going to get close and then we're going to fly again. The market's a little bit on edge right now, so it's depending on a few things. So we can definitely watch for Amazon here. Let's see, did Tesla change? No, Tesla's not doing anything. What's out there that we can look at? Anybody else see some tickers? I mean, we could look at Meta. Did I use that? Yeah, I did. Okay. And just see, like, did it orb? Did it even orb, bro? So it opened big overnight. Interesting. Okay. So 7:30. So this red line, I need to erase these because that red line is actually right in my orb space. Whatever this is, old orb, I guess. I don't know. Just get rid of those guys. Okay. Oopsies. You would do top and bottom. I'm not going to worry about the bottom because we know it's bullish. So interesting. It did orb pretty well. Look at that. So we had a breakout. A little doji, little red doji here, showing its indecision, but likely going to be doing a movement. So obviously it went down. And then we had some confirmation candles right here. So these guys are pretty sweet confirmation candles because they got real close to the line. This is actually quite textbook. Real close to the line, did not break it. EMAs, RSI, MACD, which is squashed over here. I don't know what's going on with this. MACD is indeterminate. That's kind of that doesn't help. Yeah, the RSI is... Well, RSI just looked good. It wasn't like it was helpful. But the candles and the EMAs for sure helped out with this one. So if this was back at that time frame, where's my thing? Would have grabbed it probably in this candle. Now, knowing me, I probably would have grabbed it somewhere in here. I would have gone from this one, open green, EMAs were going up. I would have been a little worried with that red candle for sure. The first one here, yes, for sure. You wait on this candle here. Let me optimize it for you. Make it bigger. So this first one, this doji, it's just like a plus sign. The reason why it's red is because that middle bar is a tad below midline. So that means that sellers are stronger here than buyers, even though they're pretty even. It is on the sell side. That's why I turned red. And there's no true winner. There's a pretty solid fight in there. So when you see a doji like this pop up in your time frame, especially longer ones, it tends to have a strong movement either up or down. Whether, which at this point went from 614 to 609. That's pretty significant. So that's what I'm saying. Like once you see a doji, be careful that either it's going to go up pretty good or it's going to go down pretty good. Pretty much any stock. So dojis are an indeterminate, undecided way it's going to move, but usually there's enough pressure that pops in either direction. So when it turned red here, I would have suggested, yep, we're going to come back and retest orb line. This one wouldn't work because it broke, right? But these two or three here are good. Now, like I said, this red candle as it opened would have made me nervous that it was going to fall. So I would have definitely targeted just a little bit below the orb line for stop loss, probably with this wick right there. And then kept it like that. That's what I would have done on this candle. And, obviously, I would have, at that point, because it would have ran from 611, I would have targeted probably a 612 call. And now we're at 622. I don't even care how big this box is, right? Like this thing ran super huge. So if you did a 612 call and it ran to 620, even this first one right here, 622, that's a beautiful run. So meta, yeah, meta orbed today, 100%. Quite a textbook orb, to be honest. So Crystal, good job being in that. I know you probably read it from overnight, knowing you, but this overnight was even more beautiful. Look at this. 560 at close. Opened up way up here at 600s. So my 8 a.m. is here, BB. Oh, okay. That's right. You're doing your work. That's fine. Cool. Yeah, so meta orbed well, for sure, 100%. And, all right, Amazon's going to do one of these things where it's going to be one of those step-up deals, looks like. BBAI is not happy today, unfortunately. It's barely holding on to my break-even at this moment. It's annoying. Tesla did come down to tap that 50 on the 2 minutes. I don't know what this purple line is. Yeah, that's a great example. Yeah, Meta was perfect. Literally a textbook orb for this morning. Unfortunately, we weren't there for it. even if I was on time at 8:30, it still would have been a tad early. I mean, it would have been okay, but yeah. At this point, though, since it ran, you know, getting into it now is just gonna be FOMO, unfortunately. So hopefully, some of y'all have some shares or something maybe that help. You know, it's so crazy. I remember buying Meta back at, I think I had $100 call once in the meeting, and the meeting ended, and I saw that it had hit, and it was like $300 up, and it was like, whoa, Meta hit $100, and now look at it. Now look at it pushing 624. Man, it's just sometimes it frustrates you, you know, and you get into a you know, I'm gonna go for Amazon. Let's just try it. Let's see what the premiums look like. I don't want to keep waiting. Oh, 46. Yeah, let's just do it. You know, I hate to wait on stuff. I'm gonna wait for this one to get closer. Oh, we're in a 5 minute. I'm gonna drop to a 2. I want it to kind of get closer to this 13 before I jump in. Somewhere between here. Yeah, price thing. There's so many prices out there that I was playing with. Micron, I remember buying 88, 90, and $100 calls on Micron, and then I got bored with it because it just was flat for such a long time, and I moved on. By the time I realized it and looked back, it was over 200. It's like, what? Wait a minute. Come back. So now I don't mess around. Anything that's dropped, I don't even care what it is. I'll watch it like a hawk. Meta is example. Tesla's another example. That's why BBAI, I'm not going to sleep on it because I think at some point it's going to fly. BlackBerry, I called that one out a few months ago, and I did very well on BlackBerry. I was grabbing shares, chunks of shares at that one at like 350. So yeah. Did I see some? Oh, this Crystal's comment from the fires. Okay. So yeah, all right, here we go. Some Amazon's looking like, I'm worried about jumping Amazon up here. I really I want to so bad, but it's ran. I don't want to FOMO into this just because we're live and try to do something, you know. Netflix, that's another one that I missed out years ago. It went from 750 and it fell to 120, and I jumped in a little bit, but at that time I wasn't buying shares that were expensive like that, like $100 plus. And even though I saw the value in Netflix, I still didn't buy it, and I was like, oh, I've got time, you know. By the time I remembered it again or wanted to get back into it, it was over 300. I was like, so now that Netflix is so low, and granted also we have a lot more competition for Netflix now, it's kind of annoying. It may not ever run the same. Look at Meta's still running. That's nuts. We'll find something. So let's look at the daily on Meta or Facebook here. Oh my gosh, Netflix. Brain is not turned on yet. It's still like, what day is it? Let's just get rid of the old Fibonacci. No need to keep that. All these levels I've drawn out for next stops, and just keeps popping through them. Blown that one. This is point of control. Still 88. Yikes. Blew through that one. Some point, man, Netflix is gonna find a bottom somewhere. Don't know where though. Definitely frustrating. This is the daily chart, and man, it's ugly. Look at this MACD. Freaking wild. Like, technical analysis on Netflix is really hard right now because nothing makes sense. Oh, look at this. Earnings coming up next week, looks like, ish. 16th. 2 weeks. Oh, that's going to be ugly. That stock burned me? Yeah. I know. I was grabbing calls in that first big drop. I was like, oh, there's no way this thing's going to keep falling back, like way back up here. Like, I think it was like this area right there. No, it wasn't that one. Must have been in heat. Where was it? It was somewhat recent, April. I think it was right here. I started grabbing calls thinking, oh, we're going to go back up. And then here we go. Just stopped pretty quick in that one. So, yeah, Netflix. You know, I'm just gonna watch it. Just gotta keep waiting. You know, it's not like it's a dead company. You know, it still has a great platform. It's a running business. It's just the market's just hating on it right now. You know, she back. Welcome back. We're talking about Netflix and just old mistakes we made by not buying stocks that were low, even though they were boring, you know, like BBAI or Netflix. Historically, when it dropped down from that big fall that one time, you know. So at some point, this will get going. It's just where and when, you know, don't know. Nope, there's a bounce off the 50. Tesla's going back up now on the 2-minute chart. Amazon's questionable, so I'm going to stay away from it for the moment. Let's see. 200 for a 430 strike. It's not so bad. Watch Theta, though. Anybody's going to join on that one. Let's see. I don't know. I don't know if I want to FOMO into stuff right now. It's too early for that. Q's just chopping away. Oh, you did? Oh, okay. Surprising. Usually you, did I close it? No, I did. I keep doing that. Usually you hold overnights on big stuff like that, so. Yeah, that's gorgeous. Yeah, this thing orbed wonderfully. Textbook orb, man. That's what I'm saying is that, you know, y'all don't need me to walk you through the orb stuff. 15-minute, draw your candle out, or your wick out, I should say. You know, and then drop to a 5, 3, 5, somewhere in there. If it's a fast-moving stock that moves a lot like this one does, then a 5. If it's a little bit slower, doesn't move more than a few bucks at a time, then 3. 2, 3. Look for those confirmation candles. And if you can go small time frame, I'd group them a bit. You know, make sure like maybe 2 or 3 candles together that are above the line, just because you're in a small time frame. So yeah, look at that. That's crazy, freaking crazy. So if you grab the orb somewhere in here, even if you came in this candle late, and you sold out on the top of this green candle here. $12 move. And orb pretty much give you the confidence to do it. Even if you sold out in this one, when this one turned red and was flopping around. An $8 move is still beautiful. And orb would have helped you out. Oh, and of course, Mo's recipe here. I mean, this thing jumped already way from pre-market. So, you know, but the EMAs just really help show you the path. So, you know, speaking of, we need to talk about that. So since I am showing this to the entire Discord, I need to discuss this with you for a quick half second. I'm going to pull up some links. Let's see if things are going to work for me. Those of you that are still out there that have not come over to the Earner Plus side yet, I want to drop this link in here. So as you know, the educators here that are on the Earner Plus side of things, like myself, that we do these live trainings, and then also the other experts as well that have affiliate links. We are only paid here by Mo's fam, We're only paid if we, get people to upgrade or purchase the courses. Otherwise, we volunteer to help the fam and help everybody learn and grow. So, if you're thinking about upgrading and you appreciate what I'm doing here right now, and you're wanting to try something out in the Earner Plus level, please use my link. It helps out. Helps me stay able to be doing this for you. Don't think there's a code out there yet. If you hear him talk about a code, you can use it on this link. That's fine. I can check it for you here. If someone is wanting an upgrade, I will look around for you for a code that will help out, a discount code. And lifetime member. Yep, I know there's a bunch of you that are. I just, we had a little meeting with Mo, and he's, just for what we're doing here, just to help and explain things to you guys, because not everybody knows. I was just talking about Amazon here. Yeah. So there you go. Link is in the comments, and of course tag me in the chats if you guys are curious. So is freedom the code? Okay, I'm sorry, I've been a little busy. I didn't even know. Let's see. Let me click on my own link, and I will test it for you. I know it seems silly. I'm promoting something and I don't even know the code for it. It's just a lot going on. Let's go ahead and test this. It does. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that there, Scotty Mac. Freedom is the code. 40% off. Thank you so much. Yes. It does work. There we go. All right. So that link up there, yeah, thanks. B-libs, yeah. You can keep it. That's okay. That's all right. Whatever. You don't have to take redundancies are fine. We're all kind of picking things up, so it's okay. But yeah, so 40% off brings about to like $258 per month. That link is lifetime monthly. It's an easier accessible price point to come into. So that would be a 12 month payment, and then you're in forever. Man, that is still running. That's crazy. Amazon looking like puts. Yeah, I'm thinking maybe because it's just tired. It ran all the way from down here. So it was way outside of the orb line, and then it ran all the way through. Remember what I said to you guys about midline orbs? Remember we talked about that before as like an advanced orb, where you would cut this orb channel in half, somewhere around there. I always change the color. Well, if we do that and we go to a 5-minute frame, look at that. Even before we moved frames, I knew it was going to do this. Right here, we had a point of consolidation. Isn't that cool? So like, even if we were down right at opening, we were on here, we did orb, and we saw it drop down low. And it started to move bullishly back up there. I know we can target the midline, because here we go. Now, granted, it did one of those step up things Mo talks about all the time. He has a name for it. I forgot what the name is for this move. But usually when it does this, and it's got some strength, it'll just do one little level of consolidation and then keep running. And this is it did. Here's another one. Here's another one right there. Up, over, up. Up, over. Now, are we going to go up again? Or is this enough and it's tired out and now we're going to fail, right? We're going to come back down and target the 240. We'll say 240 orb line, So that's pretty cool. So yeah, watch your midline stuff. If you have an orb that did drop out or above even, mark your midline, because a lot of times this will happen. I bet you we can find one. Did Tesla? We didn't orb Tesla, did we? Wonder if Tesla did. No, it didn't even break down. So nope, that won't work. It's only for ones that broke down or up that came back in the channel. If you find one that does that, mark your midline. If you want more specifically what your midline is going to be, just take your top and bottom. Where is it? Top and bottom prices, average them, and that number is your midline number. Or you can just eyeball it. It's not like it's ultra specific if you don't want it to be. But look at that. It's perfect. Worked out great. Having that midline drop and a consolidation right there. So that's cool. Yeah, Amazon, yeah. Looking like maybe a put on that. 376. Let's go. Come on, BBAI. Let's go, buddy. Love it. Love when things work out. Meta, man, that's awesome. Yeah. Any tickers out there? Should we go for an Amazon put? Should we do it? Should we do it? Should we do it? Let's go back over to Amazon. Elf. Close meta call up 1400. Beautiful. Beautiful. Yeah, that's. I would too. I mean, you're you're already up so much. Was it one? How many contracts did you have? Elf is running wonderfully today. Holy cow, Elf. Man. All right, there we go. Yeah, it's falling over. All right. Puts. Little worried about the 13 being a bounce, to be honest. Little worried about the 241 there, 13 bouncing. But it's a cheap premium. I'm just gonna go in for one just to test it. I'm not gonna do anything crazy. Walmart, oh Walmart, buddy. I know. Holy cow, Walmart. Ugh. All right, so I'm in a put. We're at $2 premium. Or I'm sorry, $2 profit. So right where that white line is where my entry kind of is. So we're gonna watch that. It's a cheap 0 DTE. It was like 46 bucks. So, you know, if you do multiples on this, it's gonna, and it does fall to orb. You'll have a nice payout. What will it be? $1.80. Yeah. All right. That's 70-ish bucks. Go away. 70-ish bucks per dollar. So roughly. So yeah, that's going to be a nice payout. If it falls all the way back to orb line, that is, of course. Now, if you're in a 0 DTE call or a put, sorry, option, don't forget theta is high. So right now on this option I just opened, theta is 2.4, $240 per day. So that means that theta is going to be eating away at this pretty quickly here. So even though it might be dropping, and the Greeks look really nicely. I mean, the Greeks are 12 on gamma, $27 on delta. So that's roughly almost 40 bucks per dollar move at this moment, if it doesn't bounce off the 13, that is. And so we'll see, you know. So we may not hit 70 because it's a small movement, so maybe more like 50 bucks per dollar. So if you have 3 or 4 contracts, you'll hit, you know, 100 bucks, 150 bucks. So watch this one for Amazon. Let's move over to Walmart since it was mentioned. Yeah, Walmart though, man. That's another one's kind of irritating me. But at one point, sometime, it's going to be awesome. Just got to figure out when. Oversold. Yeah, it's been oversold for like freaking weeks to me. I mean, I understand like the inflation and whatnot, but like, really? This thing was back at like 130. Oh, sorry. I want a daily. All my lines. Yeah, look at this. 134. This double top right here. Bink. Bink. Boom. This, I'm going to turn off Mo's recipe right now just so you guys can see this a bit better. This is a classic bearish sign. Classic. I'm going to take out this too. I don't know what that is. It's unnecessary at this point. I'll leave those. All right. So we had a double top right here. Same level, as you can see. Double top right there. This is the daily. Right? Double top right there. Which usually means a bearish signal. And then, yeah, I'm going to take that out. And then we had this H. Remember earlier I talked to you about H, saying H shape is bearish. Here's the H right there. There's the H. Boom. And then there we go. Oops. Falling down. So just like that. Now, sometimes the height of the H from the baseline up is what will be your bottom. And ironically, look at that. The bottom looks like it's near this old trend line from way back there. Interesting. So I would then target 104, 105 if it bounces off of this trend line as the next stop. To be honest, somewhere in here. That's pretty cool how it looks. You just did the price movements and it dropped right onto that trend line. That's pretty sick. That's fire. But yeah, that's those are your chart formations there for those that are still learning how to recognize chart patterns. This is perfect. Double top, exactly in the same line. H pattern with that red candle there proving and confirming downtrend. This is gorgeous. This is beautiful. You see that? Take all this away. Can you recognize it? It's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. That being said, I'm going to set a level on this as a visual reminder for myself and drop down to a 4-hour window for a bit more candles. Oh, I see we did not turn that thing off. All right, look at all these days of just oof. All right. So yeah, I'm thinking it's going to probably come down and hit this line. So, right, I'm going to go with a 105. I'll go green to remind myself that this might be a bounce here. Obviously won't be today. Well, I mean, I can't say obviously. It could be today, but doubtful. Probably be Thursday. And then we'll see if it bounces. Tesla call. Really? Get you FOMOing. Just kidding. Oh, Tesla, not Meta. Tesla actually looked pretty good. Yeah. It's showing 15 minute, 5 minute. Yeah, it's looking pretty solid. Unless the market was to turn on you. That could be good. We are still, oh, look at that. Bounce off 13 like I told you. Because I wasn't paying attention, so I'm going to be negative on Amazon. Yep. I'm just going to close that out. Wasn't even paying attention to it. Oopsie. So it did. Bounce off 13. Like I was worried about. Boop. So there we go. So obviously, if we want to hop in, I guess we could do that. Might as well just swap it around since obviously it's working in our against what we were saying. So it's not going to drop yet. Bounced off the 13 like I was worried about. And then boom, took off. Now, we're over here looking at different things. Wasn't paying attention. If I had seen this earlier, I would have said something different, and I would have canceled, closed that call, or closed the put, and maybe swapped for a call. But yeah, hit 13 and bounced. 2 contracts in Tesla. Okay. What was your strike? 430? Psst. Bull crap, not a baller. You kidding me? Hey, last Friday I was that was weird. I don't know what got him. I mean, I was weird with that one. It's true. Look at Tesla. Look at this thing run. Freaking nuts. Sorry for the pause here. I'm just trying to think about what to do next. Anyway, I like 105 for Walmart for a low. Until it hits here, pretty much you can sit and puts the whole time. Alrighty. IWM did some moves today. That's interesting. BlackBerry is kind of trying to do something different. Hit 13 from 8, only like what, 2 weeks ago? 870. It ran all the way up to $13. That's awesome. Black Bear or Big Bear trying. Oof, we are hitting kind of a double top on right here. Yee. It's a little scary. Kind of a double top here. Go away. One of our members mentioned Rocket. And I have a line here. I don't know what that's from. Historic lines. I don't know. But it bounced off it. Whatever this line was I drew a long time ago, it bounced today. That's cool. Interesting. Yeah, Rocket's one that, man, I want to like it, but I don't know. We need more help in the housing sector for this to really take off, I feel like. But I mean, it's ran pretty good. A few weeks ago, it was down here at 12. It's moved all the way up. So that's cool. Whopping $4 on my Amazon call. I did not enter into the Tesla call. I did not. All right. I know we're kind of late, so I don't want to go over the hour too far. Take everybody's time. Is there anything else that we want to look at out here that could be a move for somebody? Keep seeing that comment, not a baller like me. Bro, you're throwing around like thousands of dollars in options per like intraday. I'm over here doing like a $20 Amazon call one. Although I do have some money that I've locked into BBAI for a share move. I was hoping today would be at least at $4 today, and it still might. It's got to break this double top though. A little bit worried about that. It's got to break 378, and then should be okay. Analysis on NRG in the option call. NRG. NRG? Yeah. All right. NRG like energy? That's funny, the ticker that you chose for that. Oh, look at you. Wow. Interesting. Oh, it's 5 minutes. Silly. There we go. Make sure you're in time for it to make sense. Oh boy. All right. Seemingly have a slight double bottom here. It's not classic. Who's texting me? Is that better? I had a different tab open. Oops. Sorry. I don't have anything else rolling out here. There's no more speakers, so. So, I don't know. This one looks a little. Is there any news with this thing? Earnings is on, August. Okay, we have time. Last earnings, it dropped. This earnings, it dropped. This earnings didn't do much. Kind of dropped. Drop. Yes, okay. Seemingly every earnings, even after this run, it still fell. So I would be prepared for this thing to fall on earnings. So I don't know. This is definitely not looking great. Lost support here. All of this was support, that green line right here on these levels, and it did drop below. So that's not great. There's more supports in there for sure. Let's see if we can find any visual supports. In the 4-hour time frame, how about the 1 hour? Yeah, kinda. Saying you go close this. Yeah, maybe. I don't know. I'll leave that one. It's kind of looking like you're not. It's definitely scary. I can't tell you to do. You should close it. You should keep it running. It is saying oversold, so that's good. We do have a level of support right here, so it's kind of near that. So that's helpful. Same with over here. It's kind of. I know this is really busy. So we have 2 levels of support that's really near where your price action's at right now. If you break through those, though, if you keep holding and you break down lower than 138, 137, high 137s, I would worry it's going to keep falling. But like I said, earnings, historically, it looked like earnings always fell. So be careful of that too. When and if it'll pop, I don't know. This is a nice pop from here. Rose really nicely, but will it do it again right away? I don't know. Sorry. Yeah, that's one of his fixed packs. Okay. I mean, it looked like it could have definitely ran from here and kept going. It's got a lot of room for sure, but something pushed it off the cliff. And I'm not seeing much. We're on support right now, so beyond this though, I'm not it's going to be weak. It's your call. I can't say much else to do with this one. Just showing you kind of what it looks like. It's not, with this fall here breaking through a bunch of supports, it looks weak. But we have some support it's sitting on, so it might bounce. It might bounce back up. One of those things with options is, holding sometimes works out for you, So let's see, 200. Oh, okay. 136 on the 30-minute is the 200. Okay. Yeah, well, that's where I just drew my supports, right? Around the 138, 136. Right here. So, but if you're already 60% down, $2 more drop is going to be that's going to be significant, right? Now you always could, close them, hope it falls more while you're not in it, and then jump back in and hope that it rises at that point. You always could try that. Kind of like a rolling it type of deal. You could always try that. It is, we're on the 1 hour time frame and it is turning green. So, there's a chance. It's oversold, so there's a chance it can come back. The whole day kind of is red in most of the stocks, right? So there's a chance for sure. 3 weeks left, yeah. So 200 is a pretty significant level, and that's 136. So we're not far off, right? Right here. So if it does fall all the way to that, generally 200 is a good bounce. Yeah, Amazon's just being silly today, bouncing around up here at these levels. So yeah, BBAI still kind of holding on, but it has not retested the double top yet. Tesla just doing that thing. Yeah, I'm not sure what else to look at, guys. I was really wanting to do a day trade with you, but nothing's just. Amazon's not playing ball. At least not nicely. Earlier it would have been okay, but now it's just being silly. Tesla's looking the same type of way. It's just this little bouncy bounce deal. Yeah, let me do one little quick look around the watch list just to see if there's anything out there. Ironically, crypto is running pretty good today, which is really strange. My crypto's up. My Solana and Bitcoin Cash is up. ETH is up a little bit. SPY. Oh, funny. Look at this. So SPY has ran. Oh, get rid of these old orb lines. SPY ran today from open quite nicely, up, over, up. We'll see if it goes over and up again. But Q's didn't. Now, the Q's, the NASDAQ is heavy tech, and there's a lot of tech that's not happy today. So that makes sense. I just find it funny that the SPY ran so much different than the Q's. Look at that. Huh. No, just a fun fact I saw. Yeah, and IWM also did a pretty good run for what it does. Microsoft looks like it's kind of trying to curl over, but I don't know. Some of these look like they're Ironically, now is 105 NOW, and last night I was looking at it at 100, thinking I should get some pre-market shares, and I didn't, and then it jumps to 105. So, so yeah, literally, I've got green, red as far as like what stocks are moving today. The watch list is literally all over the place. Chipotle's up, BlackBerry's decently up, Palantir's up, Teradyne down. Advanced Materials down. Applied Digital's down. Memory is down. A lot of tech is curling right now, so we'll see. Oil is kind of down. Gold is gold still up? No, curling over. Yeah, weird day for sure. You know, this week we close early. Friday we're not open. So, you know, it only has today and tomorrow. So tomorrow acts like Friday. So it's going to be an interesting time. I don't know if the Qs is just going to chop around the rest of the day. But this is the type of day where I'll wait till the very end of the day and see if there's any power hour move. Or I'll at least manage some shares, do some research, you know, wait for some, at this point in the day, wait for some curl over and run some puts on stuff. Because let's look at BlackBerry. Cannot believe BlackBerry ran this much. I was targeting $12 on BlackBerry, but I thought it was crazy, to be honest. So I exited. When did I get out of BlackBerry? I had a whole bunch of shares from $3 all the way up. I think I was around here when we broke off. We broke above this level, old level over here at $9. It was somewhere in here. I sold everything around 10, and I was worried it would keep running, and it did. It did. I should have stuck with, like, I think calls were like $20 for like a month, 6 weeks out. I should have stuck with it, but yeah, I think it was right here, started falling, and I got worried, so I sold it all in the 50. Should have waited. I think this thing popped up and I was like, oh no, 13 under 50. I don't want to lose it all. So I kept it, and then it bounced off that and then flew $3 more. But I mean, who knows, right? This is what happens. You never know how things work. Just crazy stuff. So right now it's doing this consolidation pattern above the 50, and it could try for more, but it's having some issues on the 15-minute. It's having issues up here at the mid-13s. So I know Nokia got to like 15, and BlackBerry is I think it's gonna follow Nokia pretty close. So yeah, things are just kind of chopping. So, all right. I think I'm gonna head out if there's nothing else to talk about. If you guys are good to go. Let me look over here. So what we have? We have Fed data. Something. What did I just show you earlier? It was non-farm payroll pre-market tomorrow. Which is looking like it may not do well. So I had said I figured it's going to be a green week into the weekend. I really thought we'd have at least a green to chop week. Today sell off today was a bit unexpected. I didn't really think it'd be this rough, but not that there was a sell off. I wouldn't say rough. Just I thought after yesterday's nice day, we wouldn't be too down today. But I guess honestly, you're not in certain stocks. It wasn't the whole market, died off. Certain stocks are great. It just depends what you were in, if it worked out for you or not. That's pretty much how it comes down to. Everything's kind of just rising, chopping, and being blah. So MACD kind of turned red in Tesla here. Well, good luck with NRG there. B-Libs and those that are following Mo's 6-pack. Hopefully that works out for you. Oh, that's right. You wanted to see the hat. All right. Before I go, those of you that are still hanging around here, let me put you on a pause. And, oh, did I see a comment? Did I see a comment over here that I just missed somehow earlier? NRG, comments 6. No, I saw the comments. Oh, Nike. Sorry, Crystal. I see that. You want short Nike? Oh my gosh, Nike is another one. I can't stand Nike. Oh my goodness. Yeah, that stock drives me flipping nuts. All right, let me be right back. I'll grab that fun hat for you. Then we'll peace out. Give me 1 second. All right, here it is. This is fun. This fun flag hat. My kids wear it. We wear it camping, so it's kind of beat up a little bit, but yeah, this is it. This is my ultra patriotic. It's not like it's an expensive hat, so it doesn't really hold its shape very well. But definitely a fun one to wear. I'll wear this guy when I'm doing my mini bikes out in the woods with all my flags and sometimes I'll put like a little smoke bomb in the back of the bike and make it like a fun trail. So there we go. There's the hat. Should have had a flag up. Should have put my flag up today, huh? We'll do it all up, but yeah, the wall's colorful, so yeah, it's a fun hat. It gets a lot of looks. It's fun. All right, I think we're good to go. You guys have learned some stuff. Blackberries hanging out might go higher. It's gonna be a struggle. Yeah, watch for the Fed report tomorrow with the non-farm payroll pre-market. So I think it's like 8 a.m. Eastern time. So if you start seeing pre-market, curl over, turning red, that's why. Tesla's falling now. Let's see, did Amazon finally curl over? Why can't I type? Kind of. Watch Tesla just fall simply to like right here and then bounce again. Probably. 428. Alrighty. I guess that's it. There's only a few of us left on Discord, from Discord right now watching anyways. So, 429 bounce. So yeah, head on over to the Discord, people. If you are not part of us, the link is in the chats. It's a great place to be. I've got some notifications here. What are people talking about? Who tagged me? What's going on? Oh, I see that. I got tagged. Where's my tag? Oh, I'll look later. Here's one. Good morning. Do you think SpaceX is at a good price to buy and stock will pump up? I'm sitting near the bottom Bollinger Band. Wild Bill. I'll comment back on you here in a little bit. Once I get off the live, I'll go to chats. But anyways, link is in the chat here. for a monthly payment to Lifetime Earner Plus. And yeah, it's a fun place to be. Lots of fun GIFs. We all, it's a great place, great family, lots of stuff going on. All right. Code FREEDOM, 40% off. All right, everybody, appreciate it. Thank you so much for stopping by. Have a wonderful 4th of July. Happy Independence Day to the USA this weekend. And yeah, I'll see you guys out there. Good luck. Stop losses. Watch for non-farm payroll tomorrow. And, you know, there's always another day to trade. If it's not working out for you today, take it off. Don't fight it. If it's just not working, there's no reason to chase it. So, you know, I've had to learn that too, where just things just aren't working out the way I want them to work. And it's easier, not easier, but well, also easier, but it's better just to close it down, move on, and come back in a day where it just flows better for you, you know? So, all right, cheers. Appreciate it. Have a wonderful, safe weekend, everybody. And I will see you in the Discord. Thanks for stopping by. I'll be back on Monday.